Hey, how's it going, beard strugglers? Today I want to discuss with you guys, can a beard be too long? A guide to growing out your beard. One of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is can a beard actually get too long? And in my personal opinion, I don't actually believe that. I believe that it can become unmanaged. I believe that it can fall outside of a specific style. I believe it may not go well with your face, the shape of your face, or the hairstyle that you have going. And I've added in this article today some key things to consider when you're trying to determine for yourself whether or not your beard is too long. Keep in mind these are just guidelines, and that they're not the know-all, be-all to beard trimming and beard length. They're just basically a cornerstone, things to follow, maybe to help you determine whether or not your beard is indeed too long. So let's go ahead and look through them. For starters, when you should trim it. This is one of three things, kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears here. We're going to discuss here how when you should trim it, when it should stay the same, and when you should let it grow. Just like too hot, just right, too cold. All right. So for starters, first thing is when your beard begins to lose its shape, and that shape either being round or square, or tapered off, basically. Now there are some variations to this. Like round shouldn't be like perfectly cylindrical. If you have it like where it's tapered down like this, that's still considered round because at least it has some elongated round appearance to it. But only you can determine and dictate that. The second thing is when you stop getting compliments. Um, Mainly, I get compliments, every day. I come walking in the building, and usually I get like 4 or 5 soldiers because you guys know I work for a government contract. I usually get 4 or 5 soldiers like, yeah, nice beard, man. Man, that thing's epic. So, and obviously they don't have a beard, so maybe they want one, but they just can't because obviously, they're in the military, and there's some pretty rigid guidelines when it comes to facial hair, which is, i.e., none or almost none. They can have a mustache, but it's got to be like it can't go past the lip line and everything else. So, and it can't go, it can't go over the lip, and it can't go past the side lines of your lips. So that is the extent of what they can grow, and no more. And their sideburns have to be right above the earlobe, I think it is, if I remember correctly. So they appreciate it because at least you can grow facial hair. But when the only people who are complimenting you are your bearded brethren, that may be time to consider maybe it's getting too long. Maybe it's not looking right. When you stop getting looks from females and innocent bystanders, you might want to consider just giving that thing a once over, or at least clean it up some. Now, third is when it does not fit your face or your hairstyle. Now, I have put in here some guidelines. For short hair, the longer it looks, the better. Medium hair, you can kind of go either way with this one. But I would caution on maybe maybe more, like medium beard length, medium hair. Short, you can go long, and long hair tends to look better when it's short. I got some pictures, I can show you guys, but basically, when you have long hair, try to keep it short unless there's a specific look you're going for. I'm the exception to that rule because obviously I have a lot of hair. But mainly I'm going for this whole like Nordic, background, kind of like a Viking look, and my nickname is exactly that, the bearded, the beard Viking, or the, you know, business Thor is what they've also called me. And so that works. That's my identity. That's my staple. And so it just kind of works that way. But if you don't have an identity or a staple and you're not trying to go for a specific style, you might want to consider cleaning it up. Now, when you should let it be. Um, if you've achieved your desired style, like I was mentioning before, you might just want to clean it up a little bit. When you're trying to create a beard identity, which I just mentioned a few minutes ago, then you might want to just maintain it and keep it at that. But when you should let it free, when you should let it grow, I called it the bearded Elsa, and I also left a little picture at this part of the article where it says, "Let it grow, let it grow. A beard should never, a good beard never bothered me anyway." So, with that said, let it grow. If you haven't achieved, if it's not unmanaged and you haven't actually achieved the style that you're looking for, it wouldn't hurt. With that said, if you're looking for it to be a conversation piece, anybody who sees a beard, they're drawn to it. And they're like, "Oh, I like your beard, man. How long did it take you to grow it?" Literally last night, I was at the grocery store. Some guy worked for a juvenile detention center or something like that. He had a little bit of mustache, and he was like, "Man, I wish I could grow a beard like yours." My very first question to him was, of course, "How old are you?" Because as you guys know, if you have read any of my previous articles discussing that you probably won't be able to grow in a good full beard until the age of 30. Now, I understand there are some exceptions. Genetics dictate some, but for the most part, you're not going to be able to grow in a good beard until you're about 30. Prior to that, it's going to look patchy at best, and you just have to keep with it and maintain it, and you'll get there. But other than that, if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, I'd love to hear about them. I hope this was a good guide to you guys. And like I said, it is just a guide. Obviously, your situation may dictate differently, but if you have any specific questions, things that I didn't address, or you want me to elaborate a little bit more on some of these areas, feel free to comment, or message us on Facebook, and just ask for me. My name is John Adcox. I'm at the bottom of every article you guys read. Just ask for me, and they will link you up with me. All right. Until next time, beard on, beard strugglers.